And that national championship will be decided here at Pro Players Stadium under the bright lights of Miami, Florida tonight. The 67th FedEx Orange Bowl. And the team that's been there before, the Seminoles of Florida State, the defending national champions at 11-1. And the upstart Sooners of Oklahoma at 12-0 and still looking for respect nationwide. That's our matchup. The 67th FedEx Orange Bowl brings us to Pro Players Stadium for the #1 Sooners and the #2 Seminoles of Florida State. Well, there's Bobby Bowden, who's done it before, 2 national championships already, and here come the Seminoles. Florida State once beaten this year. That was on the road to Miami by 3.
What's going to happen then is they're going to play out of their position and try and do a couple things they shouldn't do. Great matchup, Brad, for the Oklahoma offense.
We can't hold them back any longer, Swanee. Here comes the undefeated Sooners. When Bob and I came over here today, we couldn't believe how close Crimson and Garnet are. Pro Players Stadium is rocking for the national title game. '67th FedEx Orange Bowl in a packed house in Miami. We're underway. Tallman Gardner, 5 yards deep, will take a knee, and Florida State will work from the 20 behind their senior quarterback, Chris Winkie. They'll start in the eye with Travis Miner at the tail. Play fake, Winkie goes out to a wide-open Truesbell at midfield. Slips, keeps his footing, and cuts to the 44-yard line of Oklahoma. And a first down already in Sooner territory. Now they go to the ground to Travis Miner. Second down at 8. He'll work from the gun. Here they come. Oklahoma with their first blitz. They flare it out. Anquan Bowden. Did he make the catch? The ball is loose. And a big hit put out there by Ante Jones. Oklahoma showed blitz, backed out of it. Winkie flares out in the flat to Miner, who makes a sensational catch, but he's only going to get about 2 yards. Cottrell will kick from about the 45. And a nice high kick is going to force a fair catch by Thatcher. And he makes it, having to dive forward. And a penalty marker on the play.
Interference with the opportunity, violation of the 2-yard belt on the kicking team. 5 yards from the catch, first down.
Oklahoma with no huddle. They came straight off the field, straight to the line of scrimmage. Jumping off sides, it appears, is Florida State. The pass is incomplete, intended in the flat out there for Quentin Griffin.
Offside, defense, 5 yards, remains first down.
Leading a team to the national championship game.
On a 1st and 5, they'll keep it on the ground to Luttrell, the fullback, and he pinballs his way for about 3 yards. It'll bring up a second down and short. FedEx starting lineups. Here's the big uns up front. They call them the grunts of Mangino. Romero and Duncan, Burcham, Skinner, and Kempenick. Romero against Reynolds will be a good matchup. That's one to watch tonight. The running backs and linebacker, Quentin Griffin already dropped the path. Luttrell just carried the last one. Trent Smith's the tight end. Woolfolk and Fagan, 2 of about 5 receivers we'll see filtered through the offense for Oklahoma. That's Jamal Reynolds, who is one of the top sack artists in all of college football. On a 2nd and 3. Heupel pumps, pulls it down, and goes down. On a 3rd down and 8 now. Sooners backed up just outside their own 24-yard line. Heupel from the gun. Josh fires, and it is almost intercepted. Jeff Ferguson now to punt. Cleavon Thomas is back deep for Florida State. The Noles should get good field position out of this. High snap. Ferguson. The kick will back Thomas up to the 31. And it looked good. Travis Miner on the handoff, and off the right side, got out across the 35 almost the 36-yard line. J.T. Thatcher made the stop. Here's the big eaters up front in the FedEx starting lineup for Florida State. Williams, Amon, Moon, Holland, and Sharon Dorsey. Travis Miner, their leading running back for 4 straight years. Golightly's the fullback. Sprague, the tight end when they have one in there. Morgan and Atruz Bell, part of about a 6 wide receiver group for Florida State.
This offense was built for the quarterback and the wide receivers.
Second down and 6. Wanke was 3 for 3 on the opening drive. Comes up firing here and had it batted down at the line of scrimmage. Corey Heineke played over there against Brett Williams, got a hand on it.
Heineke's 8th pass broken up of the season.
He's there with Fisher, who was all Big 12, Hollyman and Corey Callens. The linebackers, 2 of the best in college football, and Torrance Marshall and Rocky Calmus. We've got Roy Williams in there as a linebacker because he might as well be one of the best strong safeties in football. It makes Ante Jones an extra defensive back. We've seen him make a play already. Thompson, Thatcher with 8 picks, and Derek Strait round out the secondary for the Sooners. 3rd and 6. Wanke from the gun. Plenty of time. On the roll, pump fakes again, and now nobody open, and Oklahoma's going to drag him down. Cottrell to kick again. Low snap, and almost getting to it was Jones, but a high sailing kick. Penalty marker down. Thatcher takes it and got across the 25 to the 26. Another flag flies into the fray.
Violation of the 2-yard belt on the kicking team. Illegal block in the back on the receiving team. Those penalties will offset, will re-kick.
Their wide receivers, many of them play on special teams. We've seen Savage and Norman block kicks this year, but no problem with this one, and it's a nice one. But Thatcher's going to have room from the 15. Got by the first man, but the second and third are there to bring him down after only about a 5-yard return. Switch sides with their receivers, and Hypo on first down. Quarterback draw. No, he's going to throw it. Got a man open across the middle, across the 30. And a fumble. Loose ball. Out at the 47-yard line. Woolfolk dropped it. Florida State says they have it. And they do.
One of the problems the last 4 games for the Oklahoma.
Goes to Florida State courtesy of their defense. Wanke, safety blitz coming. He goes down the middle and he throws it. Intercepted by Torrance Marshall. Back-to-back picks, and Marshall, the senior linebacker from here in Miami's got it right back to the line of scrimmage at the 47.
Isn't even going to the receiver. It was so far behind him.
They fake the end around of Savage, and Hypo goes down the middle, and he completes it into Florida State territory for the first time tonight. When we talked about Warren and Reynolds, Dockett and Womble man the inside. The linebackers have played a long time together, and they're good ones. Polley and Jennings and Brian Allen. And in the secondary, and they can cover you like a glove. Cleavon Thomas, who has a fumble recovery already. Chris Hope and Derek Gibson at safeties, and Tate Cody's the guy that caused the fumble. Ronaldo works, checks into the backfield to flank Hypo in the gun. And Josh goes to work. Antoine Savage in and out of his hands, and he backs into the shotgun after being under center on 3rd and 2. He'll throw for it and get it inside the 35, and it's Norman. Josh Norman holding on to the ball with both hands. 1st and goal, Oklahoma. Just inside the 10. 1st and goal, Oklahoma. Hypo wanting to throw again. Fires high, incomplete again. He was in that area. They're right back in there on 2nd and 10. Quick snap play action. Hypo rolls, throws. His tight end dropped it. Smith hit him right between the 8s, but another 8. Cleavon Thomas was there. 3rd and goal, just outside the 9. A trio of wide receivers to the near side. Hypo waits. Now he's going to try to gain it on the ground. Finally, he's planted right at the 10-yard line. Fletcher to hold. It's a 27-yard field goal to try to break our scoreless tie. On the way, and it's good. So the Sooners, courtesy of a Torrance Marshall interception and a long ball from Hypo to Josh Norman, put 3 on the board first. Home and put him in military school. Says it's one of the best things that ever happened to him. Now he's got a wife and 2 little babies. He's got an interception in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, let's see how he reacts to an interception in a big game now.
On the ground is Travis Miner. And he got a couple.
With a pick from Chris Wanke.
Here's just a toss to Miner. Oklahoma's defense pursues well. 3rd and 5. Wanke again. They flush him out of the pocket. He's going to try to get it on the ground, and he doesn't get there. Run backs for touchdowns as a punt returner. He's done it twice this year. High snap again, but another nice kick. JT's going to call for the fair catch, play it safe, and take it at about the 26-yard line. Brad Nessler, Bob Greasy, Lynn Swan, and Jack Arute with you from Pro Players Stadium. Here's the throw out. Antoine Savage, the completion, and he got out to about the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 2. HUDDLE over the middle, completes it. It's going to be a first down at the 39.
For 88.
And works on the carry. 2nd down and 5. HUDDLE, heavy pressure. There's that shovel pass. Quentin Griffin in the open field across midfield. Down to the 44-yard line. Draw play this time, and it's Griffin again. And the little guy who seems to be able to hide behind the big eaters. Now HUDDLE calmly backpedals into the shotgun. Josh fires to the sideline, complete, and a knee down. Longest completion was 36 yards, but that was only about a 10-yard pass play. Here's Mackey on the end around, and the Noles are all over that one. And 2nd down at 10, just outside the 33. HUDDLE throws wide open in the middle is Mackey again, and Mackey weaves his way for another first down. Oklahoma perfect in this drive, 5 for 5. Now they go back to the draw, and Quentin Griffin, the little fella, down to the 15-yard line. Trent Smith is tight end in a slot on the right side. Curtis Fagan in motion, and HUDDLE again a scramble pass moving to his left, and it's intercepted. Shouldn't have thrown that one, and Tay Cody's got it going the other way. Cody got away from a big lineman. He's going to be down at about the 28-yard line.
3rd turnover of the game, and we haven't played a quarter yet.
Final play of the quarter here. Wanke, play action, trying to find Anquan Bowden. 1 second left.
1 second back on the clock. 1 second on the clock, please.
15 minutes without a doubt. This will be, barring a penalty, the final play of the first quarter. Wanke, play action, deep drop, zips it down, complete across the 40 and out to the 43-yard line. Tallman Gardner, Florida State with a first down as the first quarter comes to an end. It's Oklahoma by a field goal. Both quarterbacks have seen one picked off, and now Florida State's got an opportunity after their initial first down since that opening drive. For how high-powered they normally are, I don't think they'll be that quiet all night. Here's a draw play on 2nd and 9. Travis Minor, nice open field tackle down there, and that's Derek Strait. Just outside the 45, 3rd and 8. Chris Wanke loads it and fires it, and it's caught. Nope, incomplete. Another punt coming up. And again, Thatcher's at his own 10-yard line. Line drive this time. He might have a chance at this one. Thatcher from the 8. Fumble! Loose ball! Goes out of bounds before Florida State can get a handle on it.
There's a flag way up here on the 20-yard line.
Shotgun. HUDDLE getting some pressure, throws short. Quentin Griffin trying to find some room and got out to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5 now for Oklahoma, just outside its own 10-yard line. They lead by a field goal. HUDDLE looks like he's changing things up at the line. Get hit in the pocket, almost threw another interception.
He didn't have to scramble there. The pocket was in pretty good shape.
This time over the middle he goes and completes it to Savage, and he's got a first down out at the 23-yard line. Last one into a first down. Here's a shovel pass to Griffin again, and Griffin got a couple.
I don't think any of HUDDLE's attempts, 17 of them, have gone for over 20 yards.
Now he loads up and goes deep on the sideline, and Woolfolk got a hand on it, but it's broken up back there. 3 wideouts as you see all at the bottom of your screen on 3rd down and 8. HUDDLE looks the other way. Scrambles, may try to run for it. Now he throws and finds a man. I think he's over the line of scrimmage, though.
Yes, he was.
And Mackey's got it out to the 45.
There's the 20, 25.
Ooh, boy, that was close.
It was close.
It was closer than I thought it was. Ferguson's had a few blocked this year.
Like they might be coming on this one.
That's Florida State with everybody in their track stance. Low snap, but he handled it well. Not a good kick. Thomas mishandles on the other end, but he got back on top of it. Florida State's got great field position now, working from just inside its own 28-yard line. Wenke off play action, flares it out of the backfield. Second down and 2. They'll stay on the ground and try to pick it up. And if they got it, it was a tough 2. Rocky Calmus with a first down at the 41 of Oklahoma. Play action. Wenke steps up in the pocket and fires and completes it. First down inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line and at the 22 of the Sooners. Wenke goes out to go lightly. And he went down at the 20-yard line. Oklahoma's showing blitz. And they're going to bring it. Wenke backpedal, screen pass, perfect play, maybe. Travis Minor. But a nice job defensively by Roy Williams. That safety we talked about. Here they come. The Showers, that is. They have not had anything shorter than a 3rd and 5. And they got 3rd and 6 here, and now we may have another timeout. And Florida State takes one.
Back out.
3rd and 6 from the 18. Wenke lofts one to Minor. Nice touch on the pass. And Minor's got it inside the 15. And it's no good. It's been a year-long problem. At any rate, Oklahoma takes over.
I think he hit the ground first.
And the pass thrown behind the intended receiver, almost intercepted. And the Sooners now with a second down and 10. Still with the lead. Heupel, quick throw out to Norman. Norman, nice stiff arm. The big fella, former running back, former 5 receivers, including Trent Smith, the tight end, right here on a 3rd down and 2. And it's Heupel under center. Tommy Polley thinking about blitz, and now Heupel calmly tells the center, I know what's going on, don't worry about it. Here comes everybody, and too much time.
Yeah, and he didn't like the play he had called.
Many looks.
Snap, full start on the offense. 5 yards. Remains 3rd down.
Trying to get a screen pass out, and that one is blown up by Clevon Thomas. Thomas, who just made that hit, back as the punt returner. And Thomas will have a shot at it from the 36, and he's knocked down immediately. Nice. Chris Wenke, play action. Down the middle. Complete, very close to a first down. I think he's got it.
I think a good field goal kicker just gets 3 points on the board, gets some momentum going.
Here's a toss to Minor. Ooh, that's got to be Rocky Calmus for Torrance. Second down and 10, just shaded on the side of midfield. Florida State keeps it on the ground. Travis Minor in the open field. Flags down. Might negate a 15-yard run by Travis Minor. On a 2nd and 16. Wenke on the move again. Heads for the sideline, gets what he can. We might have another holding call.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
Wow.
Call this one.
Wenke with plenty of time. Deep down the middle, in and out of the hands of Anquan Bowden. That would have gotten him back to midfield at least. He dropped it. Florida State hasn't converted a 3rd down yet. Going deep. Out there, and Walker knocked down. Incomplete. And then really was smothered. Not a good kick this time. It does take a Florida State bounce, but Thatcher takes it on the hop. As Heupel with a draw play to Quentin Griffin, tried to keep his footing, and he lost about a yard. And Jay,
Governor Bush, we've got him taken care of for 4 years. We got to take care of business here tonight.
Okay, Brad, defeated and ranked number 1.
Heupel quarterback draw, just going to keep it, tuck it, get out of the way, umpire. Took the ump out with it and almost got a first down. 4th down and 1.
I don't think they're going to snap this ball.
Heupel, even a little bit of a head bob trying to get him to move there, and they won't. And now he'll call timeout. Nick Maddox back And return formation for Florida State. Oh, what a kick this is by Ferguson. And it takes a side bounce for Oklahoma. Flag goes down. Great punt by Ferguson.
Personal foul on the receiving team. The signal of a fair catch blocked. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Through Florida State inside their own 4-yard line. Toss it to Travis Minor. And Minor got out to the 5, and that's about it. Stand in the end zone.
There it is.
There it is. Fires deep. Scott Bell out there, but he overshot it. Now Florida State has averaged 3rd and 9. They got a 3rd and 8 here. Again from his own end zone. Flipping it out. Bell makes a diving catch.
And the defensive backs were covering it pretty well.
Wanky play action again. In the pocket, finds some trouble, finds his safety valve, and Randy Golightly.
If they can just get down there, they feel good about getting 3 on the board.
Right now they're thinking touchdown. Wanky, deep middle, tipped, almost intercepted.
Should have been intercepted.
Williams had his hands on it. Kalmus in a deep drop had his 3rd and 5. This is a short one for Florida State with their 3rd downs tonight. Screen pass. Off the fingertips of Minor. That stops the clock with 1:01, and Florida State will have to give it back. Another punt coming up. Thatcher camps under it at the 22. Good coverage by Florida State special teams.
They don't want to create any turnovers here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Quentin Griffin. And only got a couple. HUDDLE in the gun. Let's see if he'll throw it. Nope. With both hands around the football. Oklahoma keeps it on the ground. Brian Allen makes the stop, and everybody's going to head to the locker room. Well, if you wanted one of those 70-point games, maybe we'll have it in the 3rd and 4th quarters, because it's defense, defense, and more defense through the first 2 stanzas right now. Both quarterbacks have been intercepted, and it's 3-0. Oklahoma in front. Keith Thatcher and Antoine Savage are back deep for Oklahoma, who'll touch the football first on offense to open this 3rd quarter. At the 10-yard line. Savage looking for room. Cuts outside and got the corner. Antoine Savage across the 40. A stiff arm, and he's all the way out to the 46-yard line. At about the 12-yard line earlier in the ball game. From the gun, looking right all the way. It goes out to Works. And Works has to work just to get 2nd down and 10 from the 46. 3 wideouts and a tight end for HUDDLE. And on a quarterback draw, he takes it straight up the middle and does a pretty good job to get in to Florida State territory. 3rd down and 3 at the 47. Savage in motion. And it's HUDDLE. Throws into some coverage, and he got it in there. Tucked it.
Got 5 and 6 guys across that short zone.
So the draw play worked pretty well for him on the drive that got him down before the interception. 2nd down at 4. And penalty markers on the play.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense, 5 yards, repeat 2nd down.
Florida State will wish him the best if he's in the hospital watching tape. We're with you. Here's a pass across the middle. Wofolk is over here on the near side. 3rd down along 2. Flair out of the backfield is Works. Did he get the 1st down? I think so.
Not the quality of Cody, excuse me.
1st and 10. Here's Works inside again. Nice run. Down inside the 25 to the 23. One of their top tacklers and one of their top cover guys with Cody's injury. 8th play of the drive. Here's a pitch to Works. Nice cutback on a piece of turf that flew.
So hurry up.
And Works got it. And the lead blocker is Torrance Marshall, or at least
a few of those little wrinkles.
And penalty markers, they whistle this one dead.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5 yards, still 1st down.
Big one on this drive. Still, it's 1st and 15 now. HUDDLE flares it out. Mackey, he's got a guy draped all over him. 2nd down and 7, back in the red zone. 11th play of the Sooner drive. HUDDLE, shovel pass, what Bob was just talking about, but this time Quentin Griffin's going down. The fans for both teams know it. 3rd and 11. HUDDLE buying time. Throws incomplete. Fletcher to hold. Duncan's kick looks good.
Oh, that was close. Right over the top of the bar.
No good. That one looked like it was going to hang in there for Tim. By that much, it stays 3-0. And again in the red zone, they've hit a field goal, but intercepted and now missed one. Wenke goes to work. Throwing, and again a piece of turf comes. First catch by the tight end tonight, Franklin. He's been battling back from injury. There's a good open field tackle, and it's Roy Williams. Third down. 1 of 8 tonight. Wenke loads it. Goes incomplete. Good looking punt. Hangs it up high enough that it's a fair catch again and taken at the 34-yard line. Heupel waits, trying to go to his tight end Smith. Incomplete. Third down and long. Heupel in trouble. Flush from the pocket. Has some room in front. Throws downfield. He's got Fagan inside the 30. Curtis Fagan down to the 26-yard line. And he, as a wide receiver, makes the biggest play of the ball game so far. Heupel going deep again. Savage is there, and he just overshot it.
He had him.
Second down at 10, just inside the 26. Heupel draw play. Griffin ran into his own blockers.
Almost missed the exchange on that one.
Third and 10. Josh Heupel flares it out. Luttrell couldn't hold it. His fullback. Duncan's last one went right over the top of the right upright from 37. This is from 42. That one's going to stay in. It's good. Tim Duncan from 42 yards away. It's still only a 6-point lead and a long way to go. So Duncan, who just hit the field goal, set to kick away. Tallman, Gardner, and Slade Douglas are back, and that's a short kick bobbling around. Douglas picks it up, and he's buried under the 15-yard line.
This is what they need to do. Go back to what they do. Spread it out and throw the football.
Zip it out. Complete. Nice move by Atruz Bell, and down the sideline. See where he went out. 19 minutes at Florida State. That he's the head coach of the University of Georgia. Here comes a blitz on Wenke. Over the middle to Minor. And Minor's going to get dragged down from behind at the 30-yard line.
But right now, they've got to take the chance.
They got to pull the plugs. You're right. And here's Wenke trying to do it again, and he throws it in the ground incomplete. The Oklahoma defense that's made him feel a little uncomfortable tonight. 3rd and 6.
Only 1 of 9 third down conversions.
Wenke fires. It is almost intercepted by Thatcher. Nice kick again, but Thatcher will have a shot at it from the 21. JT looking for some room, found a little crease, and he got up to the 37-yard line. Chris Wenke looking on, waiting for another chance. Right now it's his counterpart, Josh Heupel, who gives it off to Quentin Griffin. And the little fella gets about 5. Finished off with a pretty good bowl victory, a bowl performance, I should say. This is a little bigger bowl than he was in last year, though. Here's Heupel on the run. Josh is mowed under. Defenses of Oklahoma and Florida State. Heupel flares it out, dangerous pass, works made the catch, but a great play by Derek Gibson. Ferguson to punt. Nick Maddox waits on the other end. Snap was a little wide, but Ferguson got it away.
Great kick.
High, booming kick. And Maddox fields it and probably should. And Devontae Jones met him at the 5. He'll work from the shotgun. Wenke stands tall, fires deep middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Javon Walker, and then almost intercepted. Now they go back to the I backfield on 2nd and 10, which would indicate play action, but they will run it. And Travis Minor got a couple, but that's it. On a 3rd and 9. When Chris Wenke throws this, he'll be in his own end zone. If he throws it, got rid of it, incomplete. The pressure was too much.
Punts this year. They didn't come after it.
End over end kick. Thatcher's going to have to let it go. But it is going to roll dead at about the 47-yard line. Rotland Trophy winner, one of the many that have been on the sidelines this year. Heupel zips it down the sideline.
We need to play to this level. This is what Oklahoma football is. This is how we play. Oklahoma football is about championships, and we need to play to that level.
And Billy Vessels.
On the defense.
That's right.
remains second down.
Heupel has always said you can take the Heisman and keep it if I can win a national title. Well, his team's only up 6, but they have the lead, and this is the first time in 13 years Florida State has been shut out at the end of 3 quarters. ABC Sports presentation of the FedEx Orange Bowl will continue. Welcome back to ABC Sports presentation of the National Championship Game, the FedEx Orange Bowl. From Pro Players Stadium at the end of 3 quarters, it's 6-0. Oklahoma leading Florida State to start the 4th, and the last time Florida State was shut out after 3 quarters 13 years ago to Miami and Jimmy Johnson, 31-0. Jimmy went into the Hall of Honor here tonight, the Orange Bowl Hall of Honor. Bobby Bowden has been on headset a lot more than we've seen him in a long time, and he has a quizzical look on his face. His team is down 6-0. Heupel on a keeper. Tommy Polley or Chris Hope? Chris Hope. Here's that power eye again. And it's going to be very close. Ferguson handles the snap. Knocks it downfield. It's going to go out of bounds. Let's see. Not a great kick, but it did stay inside the 20. Overhead. It's starting to rain again. Winky off play action. Deep out. Got it. Nice throw out to the 35. First down just inside the 35. Now he throws out again in the flat to Morgan. And this time Oklahoma stays with him, only about a yard gain. They got a second down conversion here. 2nd and 9. Winky from the gun. Plenty of time. Pump fakes, wants it all. Going deep down the middle. Nobody home. Atruz Bell is looking for a flag, and he got one.
And should have gotten one.
Stop him here.
It's only 15, but they're in Oklahoma territory at the 49. Winky comes up, winds up to his tight end Spray. Winky, quick throw, and Anquan Bowden went one way, the pass went the other. But there's a long time to go. Oklahoma showing a possible blitz. Winky pump fakes, now he's going to go deep again. There's an out there. Incomplete. Robert Morgan. That's been the story all night. Winky, play fake. Throws, it is almost intercepted. He threw into triple coverage. Now it's 4th and 10. There's what Florida State has done on 4th down this year, 7 of 15.
They're showing him blitz. Everybody's up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. Torrance Marshall blitzing. Winky pump fakes, lofts it out. It's got a man there, and it's broken up at the very last moment by Derek Strait. Anquan Bowden had a step.
That was a chance. That was a play that he should have made.
Heupel, quarterback draw. Found a little opening. Heupel puts his head down and goes out to the 42-yard line.
Straight is. That ball was underthrown, though. Winky had a shot to go ahead.
Quentin Griffin, I think he got a first down.
Winky's had a few of them drop.
Heupel out to Norman. Norman got a block. Big fella broke a tackle and got across midfield. Alyssa, bedridden, waiting for triplets. We wish her the best. Here's a flare pass out of the backfield. Works. And Works goes against 3 Seminoles and still got it down to the 45-yard line. He's going to have 3 of his own juniors at home by mid-January. Here's Heupel on a 3rd down. Norman was the intended receiver, and he dropped it. And to the near side it comes, trying to kick it out of bounds. Going to be a pretty good punt. It's going to be better than pretty good all the way down to the 6-yard line, pinning the defending champions to their own goal line again. Here comes a safety blitz. Winky over the middle of Morgan. He's draped all over by J.T. Thatcher, who drops him after a short gain. And in his 2nd season, trying to win a title. 9 minutes left in the season. Winky throws in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Conversion rate tonight. Winky in trouble. Got away from one. Now scrambling. And the fumble. Oklahoma's got it at the 15-yard line. Another defensive play, and it's Roy Williams.
Huge play.
Recovered. Now it's Heupel, play action. He's going to keep it. Josh Heupel gets what he can and slides down at the 10-yard line. 2nd and 5. Oklahoma just outside the FSU 10. Quentin Griffin, touchdown! Smell it. Still 7:46 left, but it's a long road now for the defending champs. Extra point is good.
No substitution on the offense. 5 yards. Repeat the try.
The Sooners with the only touchdown of the night. HUDDLE got him down there, handed off to Griffin, but the man that did the damage was the man that made the tackle and forced the fumble. Rocky Kalmus. 13-0 Oklahoma. Undefeated Oklahoma, 7:46 away from remaining that way and winning a national championship. Bob Stoops troops up 13-0. And now Florida State will have to strike and strike quickly. The kick is a dandy. Tallman Gardner can do nothing but take a knee.
They spent 3.5 quarters not being able to get one score.
Pumps one way and going deep down the sideline. Got a man open and it's broken up. Thatcher got there in time.
To the beginning of the 2000 season under Coach Bob Stoops.
Good point, Swanee. Wanke pump fakes again. Now going deep for Bell. Bell makes the catch inside the 40. Wanke gonna roll left. Throws at the last minute. And Atrus Bell could not hold on. Here comes a blitz from the secondary again, and Travis Minor ran right into it. It's 3rd and 13.
Converted 1 of 13 third down conversions.
Almost unbelievable. Wanke pumps, going deep down the middle for Bowden. They broke it up, and it's Thatcher again.
4th down, Florida State has to go.
Could be the ball game right here. Wanke throws high, tough catch. No, he didn't make it. Travis Minor couldn't hold it. He got. Josh HUDDLE will be careful with the football now with a 13-point advantage, and he'll keep it himself. That's the safest bet. Might not be the most comfortable bet. And passenger side, Dad, you know, in a radar defense, the flats are open. Well, so far the flats have been closed for most teams tonight, but a huge football fanatic who has carried it on a very strange journey to be on top of the football world possibly in a couple minutes. 17 total punts in the ball game. This will be Oklahoma's 8th. Ferguson making sure that he catches a snap first and then worries about the rest. He keeps it away from Thomas. He'll take it on the bounce anyway, and he's knocked out of bounds. Wanke from his own 10 had it batted in the air, almost intercepted. 15 possessions, 10 times at their own 20 or worse. Wanke over the middle, nice easy throw. Atrus Bell trying to do something with it, but the Sooners won't let him. 3rd down, and what else? 10. Wanke wants to throw a screen. It's blown up again, and it's Torrance Marshall again. To the night for Florida State. Good kick. And Oklahoma doesn't want any part of the football. They just get everybody cleared out of the way, except the official back there, and it's down at the 27-yard line. Oh, if I could.
And I think after this game and this season here tonight, they're going to call him in and says, hey, we want to give you a little bit of a raise. Nobody gave him any respect coming into this ball game. There were 12, 13-point underdogs coming in. But like Bob Stoops says, if we listen to the odds makers, we'd been 7-4 this year.
HUDDLE on a keeper, fakes it, keeps it himself, and gets out to the 35-yard line. And
plus, their 2 quarterbacks, top 2 quarterbacks, and their offensive coordinator.
3rd down and 2. Florida State stops him. Raven Martin and Derek Mobley. And another punt coming up. High snap over the Ferguson's head. And he's now going to run back.
Smart move.
And take a safety. That is a brilliant move by the punter.
Smart move. Can you believe it?
For Bob Stoops is only 55 seconds away. Here's the free kick. The punt takes a funny bounce. Gardner and Bowden trying to get down there and find the handle. And out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. His possibility of a repeat is about to go by the boards unless he can pull a miracle out of his hat. Wenke on a throw. And the ball complete out to the 38-yard line. Chris drops and fires to Bowden, and he makes the catch. Anquan, nice stop move. Got another first down out of just inside the 45 of the Sooners. Wenke. Deep out. Nobody there. Atruz Bell, the closest man. Second down at 10. Wenke, plenty of time, but a lot of guys in coverage back there, and though it's complete, he's kept in bounds and dropped. They'll move the sticks. It'll be a big smile on that young man's face pretty soon. He's pretty businesslike, but I know he'll break into one as he did at the end of the Big 12 championship. For the final 24 seconds of the national championship game, Wenke will throw deep to the end zone. He's got a man out there, and Gardner, and it's intercepted. Picked off. And it's Monte Jones. What a game this kid has had.
He came home to Miami, and he had the game of his life.
And now you can let the celebration begin. So here's what's happened all night long, Bob, and that's great defense.
He said to the team after the game, after the Big 12 game, he says, remember, he says, be respectful of your opponent and be humble. Say we and not I, and it's a team thing, and it really is. The way they play, it's a team thing.
The champions of the 67th FedEx Orange Bowl are the still undefeated and now finally respected Sooners of Oklahoma. Championship number 7. Dominant in the 50s, the mid-70s, and another in the mid-80s, and now and one for the ages here in 2001. Bob Stoops reigniting the flame of Sooner magic in just 2 seasons, and a quarterback who came from South Dakota to South Beach. What a story.
This is one of the youngest staffs in all of college football.
And they're only going to get better as a staff.
Chuck Long is the quarterback coach. Steve Spurrier Jr., Bobby Jack Wright, Mark Mangino, Mike Stoops, Brent Venables, Cale Gundy, Jonathan Hayes, and Jackie Shipp.
Great job. And now the emotion of what has taken place, catching up with some of the Sooners. And Josh Heupel has told us you can always tell when my dad is excited, because when he hands out the high fives, sometimes I have to use my right hand instead of my left, or I'll never be able to pass again. I'd make sure it was my right hand, Josh, if I was you, when you get together with Dad. And J.T. Thatcher, who was dinged up early in the ball game, came back, played sensationally. So did Ante Jones. And right down the list, Roy Williams, who played a lot of linebacker, looked tonight. Kalmus and Marshall, who had several big plays tonight in his hometown of Miami. And Bobby Bowden's hope for a repeat goes by the boards, but that doesn't take away from another sensational season in Tallahassee.
He'll finish in the top 4 of the AP poll again this year for the 14th straight year.
They won the first national title at Florida State, and the Orange Bowl had to hit a field goal to beat Nebraska. They were a heavy favorite over the Cornhuskers. History has somehow repeated itself with another team from the Big 12, this time Oklahoma, the heavy underdog. But it is another Boomer championship season. Well, Bob, it's been fun. It's been a great year.
Great year, and it's a great team. I think that the champion is being crowned the champion.